Could Erika Jayne be demoted to a friend on RHOBH? Erika Jayne has been a main character since she started on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but despite her staying power, could she ultimately spend less time on the show next season and move into a friend role? No casting decisions have been made about RHOBH Season 15, so any claims that Erika will be a friend next season are unsubstantiated. But where did the rumors begin, and what would moving into the friend role potentially look like in the series Erika has been on since Season 6? Rumors that Erika may be demoted from a full-time cast member to a friend were sparked by a blind item shared by fan account Bravo and Cocktails, which posted an anonymous tip on Instagram. The post read, "Oh snap, she's been demoted. Just received this anonymous email." This West Coast housewife, who recently wished her former co-star was a bit more interesting, found herself receiving a friend of contract for the new season. Again, the blind item came from an unsubstantiated source, and neither Bravo nor Erika have spoken out about the rumor. An unnamed source claims the blind item refers to a West Coast housewife who recently wished her former co-star was a bit more interesting. A direct nod to a comment Erika made about Garcelle Beauvais during the reunion. Erika criticized Garcelle for lacking a compelling storyline this season. However, many viewers found Garcelle's presence more dynamic than Erika's. She confronted her longtime friend Sutton Stracke in a rare disagreement, challenged Kyle Richards on the ongoing Morgan Wade speculation, and openly questioned the authenticity of Bozoma St. John and Dorit Kemsley's new friendship. In hindsight, Erika's comment may be coming back to haunt her. Many fans were quick to comment on the blind item, saying that Erika's storyline this season was giving much more HGTV than Bravo. She renovated her house, and that's pretty much it. She never offered any updates on her legal battle, her relationship with her ex-husband Tom Girardi, and played Switzerland in Kyle and Dorit's feud. If the rumors happen to be true, and Erika is really getting demoted to a friend, then who would take her place? A few possibilities exist, including ex-housewife Camille Grammer and the morally corrupt Faye Resnick. A Camille comeback, or finally promoting Faye to a housewife, wouldn't be surprising. Camille and Dorit had a highly charged argument this season, so seeing more of their feud would probably bode well with the ratings. With the success of Denise Richards' show, Denise Richards and Her Wild Things, she may decide to instead reprise her role as a housewife. Of course, the addition of Jennifer Tilly to RHOBH was refreshing this season. She was a fan favorite, and some viewers would love to see her promoted to a full-time housewife. There's also always a chance they find someone completely new and fresh to reality TV, which could stir things up. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has never been short on glitz, glam, or scandal, but even amid the designer handbags and Botox-laden brunches, one question currently floats through the diamond-studded air like the faint scent of rosé. Could Erika Jayne be demoted to a friend of the Housewives? It's a whisper that's grown louder with each season since Erika's legal woes came to light, a narrative twist that even Bravo couldn't script better. The pop star turned reality star, known for her fierce alter ego, Erika Jayne, once sauntered onto our screens in full glam, flaunting her glam squad, her private jets, and her sharp-tongued wit. But now, as lawsuits, legal fees, and public scrutiny cloud her once golden aura, the prospect of her diamond being swapped for a cocktail glass seems less far-fetched. Let's be real. Erika Girardi was never your typical housewife. From her first moment on the show, she exuded icy confidence and sexual liberation. She gave viewers XXPEN$ music videos, fashion moments that rivaled the Met Gala, and a sense of mystery that made her irresistible. She didn't just enter the Housewives universe, she detonated into it like a glitter bomb. But what happens when the sparkle begins to dim? In recent seasons, Erika's storyline has been less about opulence and more about opposition. Her public divorce from Tom Girardi and the subsequent unraveling of his legal empire created a media storm that engulfed not only their marriage, but also Erika's carefully curated image. Instead of fierce catwalks and catchy taglines, we got depositions and denial. Erika's defensive posture and cryptic explanations left fans divided. Some empathized with her presumed ignorance of Tom's alleged fraud. Others saw a woman desperately trying to cling to her empire as it crumbled beneath her stilettos. Bravo, ever the opportunist, leaned into the drama. Ratings soared, tension spiked. Erika cried, glared, and clashed with castmates. Yet as the seasons dragged on, the narrative started to feel stuck, like a remix on repeat. Even loyal fans began to question, what else does Erika Jayne have to offer the show? Enter the friend of possibility. Being demoted to a friend of the Housewives is the Housewives' equivalent of being benched. You're not fired, but you're no longer in the starting lineup. You pop in for a lunch, stir the pot, maybe host a party, but your confessionals are few and your screen time is shorter than a designer clutch. For Erika Jayne, who built an identity around being untouchable, such a shift could be both humbling and strategic. Let's consider the creative reasons Bravo might pursue this route. First, Erika's storyline fatigue is real. After several seasons dominated by legal woes, viewers may crave fresh drama. RHOBH thrives on shifting dynamics, surprise alliances, and evolving characters. If Erika's narrative arc has plateaued, if she's unwilling or unable to show vulnerability or growth, it may be time to push her to the periphery. Second, the friend role could actually offer Erika a reputational reset. Without the pressure of carrying a diamond, she could recalibrate her image. A less central role means fewer confrontations, less exposure, and potentially more control over how she presents herself. Remember when Marlo Hampton spent years as a friend before finally getting a peach on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Sometimes the sidelines can be a strategic throne. Third, there's the money. Let's not forget that housewives get paid based on their prominence. As Erika reportedly grapples with legal bills and financial restructuring, Bravo may not be eager to shell out full housewife salary for half the sparkle. And if Erika wants to stay on the show, even just to remind the world she's still standing, she might accept a lower-paying, lower-pressure role. But would Erika Jayne accept that? That's where it gets juicy. Erika is many things, but humble isn't typically one of them. She's the woman who famously declared, "It's $XXPEN to be me," and showed up to court hearings in head-to-toe glam. The idea of sliding down the Bravo totem pole may bruise her ego more than her bank account. And yet, there are signs she could adapt. In recent episodes, we've seen flickers of a softer Erika. She's opened up, if only slightly, about loneliness, reinvention, and even the cracks in her once impenetrable armor. Maybe, just maybe, the pop diva behind the persona is ready to evolve, and evolution doesn't always require a diamond, it might just require a different spotlight. Another consideration is chemistry. Housewives don't survive on their own. They survive through the energy they create with others. Kyle, Dorit, Sutton, Garcelle, each brings out a different side of Erika. But in the chessboard of Bravo casting, if those dynamics no longer spark interest, if the fights start to feel rehearsed or the reconciliations hollow, the producers may choose to refresh the deck. And then there's the ultimate wild card, the audience. Viewers are savvier than ever. They crave authenticity and reward cast members who evolve. Look at how the fanbase has rallied behind Garcelle and Sutton for their realness, or Lisa Rinna's fall from grace after overstaying her welcome in the villain role. If Erika wants to stay relevant, she may need to shed some of the performative glam and show us Erika Girardi, not Erika Jayne. So could Erika be demoted? Absolutely. Will she? That's Bravo's million-dollar question. But here's a plot twist Erika herself might appreciate. Sometimes, the most powerful moves happen off-center stage. The friend role could allow her to surprise us, rebuild, even reinvent. Maybe she'll be the mysterious guest at a party who drops a bombshell and exits in heels. Or maybe she'll retreat, regroup, and return later stronger, less Ice Queen, more Phoenix. Whatever the outcome, one thing's certain. Erika Jayne's legacy on RHOBH is already cemented. She gave us fashion, feuds, and unforgettable one-liners. Whether she's holding a diamond or just sipping from a flute in the background, she'll remain part of the Beverly Hills story. And if there's one thing we know about Erika, it's that she doesn't fade quietly, not even into friend status.